opening hook, and early start. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Japan Labor Rights. I'm Natsumi Higa. I know I look a little heavy today. That's because I truly am. It's 6:15 a.m., and my workday has already started. Though not the paid work, but the maintenance. This is the mandatory Japanese mask of professionalism, especially as a woman in sales or marketing. The burden of appearance. You can't look tired, you can't look stressed, and you definitely can't look like you only slept 5 hours. The time and effort spent on appearance is an essential, unpaid part of the job. The exhaustion for a Japanese professional often begins hours before the official clock-in. The commute of dread. Then comes the commute. An hour and 15 minutes, pressed like sushi, against 300 strangers on a packed rush-hour train. By the time I step out at Shinjuku Station, I'm already drenched in dread and sweat. The official workday starts at 9 a.m., but the physical and mental depletion, that clock starts for me at 6 a.m. And all of this is so I can be a high-performing, perpetually cheerful marketing professional. Introducing Service Zangyō. Today, we are going deep into the mechanism that enables this level of exhaustion. Service Zangyō. This term refers to unpaid overtime, and it is the cultural weapon that steals not just your evening, but your entire personal identity. Core job pressure and early arrival. The clock hits 9 a.m., but I was already there by 8:30 a.m. My industry, marketing and sales, is all about deliverables and nemawashi laying the groundwork before the meeting even starts. The morning ritual begins with mandatory early arrival to prep for the aggressive 9 a.m. performance review, where sales targets are often broken down in a humiliating way. The endless, low-value paperwork. One of the core pressures is the endless paperwork. We are supposedly a digital economy, but the required documents for hokoku, or formal reporting, and rinji, for formal approval, are massive. This is high-volume, low-value work that eats up half the day, ensuring no real creative or strategic work gets done until much later. The T-trap. Gendered pressure. Then there are the gender dynamics. In the middle of an important strategy discussion, a senior director will look directly at me, the only woman in the room, and ask for fresh tea for the clients. It's not malicious. It is simply the expectation. My skill set, my years of experience, they become secondary to my ability to perform omotenashi hospitality. Conditional value and silence. This is considered an essential gendered requirement for team harmony. You can't refuse, because that shows a lack of cooperation, a cardinal sin in Japanese corporate life. You perform the service. You lose 15 minutes of your paid time, and you internalize the message. Your value here is conditional and defined by a traditional role. The 5 p.m. deception. 5 o'clock p.m. This is the official, contractually agreed upon end of the workday. Does anyone leave? Absolutely not. This is the precise moment the Service Zangyō officially begins. The social obligation of unpaid work Service Zangyō is working without pay, because if you leave, you're not a team player. You are shunning your colleagues, disrespecting your superiors, and admitting you can't manage your time. The boss stays until 8 p.m., so everyone stays until 8 p.m. It is a culture of required presence, not actual productivity. The low-value stolen hours. The work done during these unpaid hours is often the lowest value cleanup. Reorganizing the supply closet, finalizing formatting on reports, or simply waiting until the manager approves the final exit. This system is not just about saving the company money, it's about social pressure and maintaining the cultural hierarchy. Service Zangyō and Karōshi. The company saves money, and the worker, especially the female worker, who also faces expectations for nomikai attendance, is penalized by losing her private life. The tragedy of Karōshi, or death by overwork, is built on this very trap of mandatory silent and unpaid overwork. The physical toll. It's 9:30 p.m. I am finally on the late train home. The weight of the day isn't just mental anymore. My lower back aches, my eyes burn, I feel a constant, low-level thrum of anxiety that never seems to abate. The emotional toll and identity loss. The emotional toll is far worse than the physical pain. When I get home, there is barely enough energy for a shower, a tiny bowl of instant ramen, and maybe 30 minutes of scrolling before I need to sleep to repeat the cycle. My energy, my joy, they've been completely consumed by the company. Erasing personal identity? I look in the mirror and I see my work title, not my name. My identity is Marketing Associate Natsumi. My hobbies, my friends, the language classes I wanted to take, gone. Service Zangyō is not just stealing your hours. It's systematically erasing your ability to be a person outside of work. It is isolation by exhaustion. The fear of acceptance. My greatest fear isn't losing my job. It's that one day, I'll stop feeling angry about this injustice and simply accept that my entire worth is tied to how many unpaid hours I can quietly endure. So, what is the trade-off? A stable salary perhaps, but at the immense cost of mental and physical health. The legal angle and intimidation. It is crucial to understand the legal angle. In Japan, labor law does require payment for overtime. The way companies circumvent this is through intimidation. They often claim the work was not requested, or they use verbal threats. The classic, if you cannot handle this workload, maybe this company isn't for you. Legal protection. Step 1. That fear of being blacklisted keeps millions silent. Therefore, the single most important step for protection is to record your own time. Use an external app or notebook to log the exact moment you arrive and the exact moment you leave, even if your company's system is flawed. Utilizing legal recourse and CTA. You can file a claim with the Labor Standards Inspection Office, the Rodo Kijun Kantokusho. They have the power to investigate and take action. Please, use that power. You are a human being, not a corporate asset. Your life is valuable. Your health is valuable. Final plea. Don't let the threat of a bad review force you into hours of Service Zangyō. I know many of you are facing this exact struggle. Tell me in the comments below. What is the most ridiculous, low-value task you've been forced to do during Service Zangyō? Share your story. Share your frustration. And let's break the silence around this culture of silent overwork. Like this video. Subscribe for more content on labor rights. And I'll see you next week. Stay strong.